sun has come again.
Morning guys, my name is Alex. I'm a carp fisherman, like many others. My intention is to share a bit of my adventures, a bit of my knowledge with you. Today we are fishing in a lovely scenery. We're fishing in Sefton Park in Liverpool. Many people underestimate the parks and underestimate the actual potential of the waters, that sometimes it's just like 10 minutes away from your home, and he who choose to go instead or a fishery spend loads of money when sometimes it isn't necessarily, yeah, you won't fish for the big fish trophy, but for me it doesn't matter. Whatever fish is welcome. It's just enjoying fishing and just having fun, isn't it? Well, we started the session perfectly, better impossible. We just had a 15-pounder common, which is like half an hour out of after casting, just like a screamer. I'll show you now some scenery. I'm gonna picture some photos as well, and later on, let's see, hopefully we're gonna have another couple of fish to show you, and later on maybe we'll just explain a couple of rigs and a couple of things. I don't have to fancy, just normal, simple fishing carp fishing. That's what So my rods, 3 rods, and you can see the scenery is beautiful, right in the south of Liverpool. Lovely park, lovely surroundings. A nice little cafe there in the end, if you can see. Another couple of BVs just there. It's quite a popular lake amongst the carp fishermen in Liverpool, and the fish are going up to 30 if I'm not wrong. And it's kind of a gem of a lake because there's not so many nuisance species as breams. There is a few tench, but just a few, and mostly carp, and I believe there's a couple of catfish, but they don't go big, maximum 20 pounds, right? So we'll come soon with the update, hopefully another fish on. We got my right hand rod. I'm gonna explain you the position of the rods as well so you can see better. My right hand rod is somewhere over there, just after that, despite that dock, coming a bit inwards in the middle of the lake. The second rod is just over there, same in the middle of the lake. It's quite shallow, that's why I choose to fish the middle of the lake, and the weed is starting to grow, as you can see in the margins. It's quite a difficult lake to fish margins. Many people do it, but I prefer myself to go in the middle where I find clear spots. And the third rod is somewhere over there in the line with the tree, same with the middle. And the first fish came on the middle rod, which was positioned just there on a send from hell pop-up. Bye guys, this is my little setup. I haven't chosen for a BV today because there's no point. We only have to do like a day session, 6 or 7 hours. That's my sling and my mat. Hopefully we'll catch another good bites and then we'll go home. My advantage is that I only live, let's say, 5 minutes in car or 10 minutes walking from home. So yeah, for me it's pretty good, but I invite everyone to feel free to enjoy the parks in Liverpool. All you can do is get a license. Obviously you have to have the governmental license, but then you can just purchase a license from every one shops in Liverpool. Just apply for a license with the council. It's free. It takes about 2 weeks. But then again, if you don't have it, they can fine you pretty well. And I just believe in this park specifically, they fined a couple of people just the week before for not having a free license essentially. So yeah, better to be legit. And yes guys, coming up this soon. See you in a bit.
Hi guys, welcome back. I choose to do the continuation of the video from the comfort of my home due to the conditions outside. It was very windy and I was filming from my phone, and yeah, it wasn't appropriate for a good quality video. First of all, I'd like to apologize for any mistakes, for any language barrier mistakes, or any editing. Video editing is my first time, my first video on YouTube. I just want to share my content and share my knowledge and my experience, which is not. I was born originally in Romania. I lived in Spain for 9 years, and actually now for the past 6 years I'm living in Liverpool. So yeah, I'm European, I can say that. Yeah, I'm just trying to share a bit of my experiences, my adventures in carp fishing, and not just in carp fishing, like mushroom foraging as well, and any other activities, any outside activities. If you like my content, just click the button subscribe. And if you request me to do any content in Romanian, vorbesc românește, or in Spanish, hablo español también, you can just request and I can make videos about carp fishing and about techniques, tactics, rigs, and so on and so on. Check out my Instagram. It's a Scouse European Carpus, it's called. That being said, I'd just like to present my winner rig, my rig that I'll approach most of the water for the first time with this, and he failed me in very few occasions. Very solid, very sturdy, very efficient carp rig. So it's called the Double Slip D Stiff Hinge. And to do that, in order to do that, you will need the following: chod or stiff rig material. I choose the Rich Monkey, the 20 pounds for 45 milliliters. Very good material. It has very good memory as well, so this is ideal for the end part of the stiff hinge. Yeah. As a boom section, I choose the Gardner's, 20 pounds as well. It's very nice material, very strong, and is, as it says, is very invisible on the bottom of the lake. You will need a nice quality hook. For this type, I choose the stiff rig Bigged from Fox, size 7, universal rig to go to any lake. Really solid hooks, and really solid material, very sharp, straight from the pocket, don't need from any sharpness or anything like that. And the advantage of this rig that I'm going to present you now is that you can change the hook quite quickly, in a matter of seconds, and it's very easy to replace it and put a new one. Yeah, so this is my choice of the hook. For the knots, I use the crimps for Corda. They're very efficient. Many carp anglers are, let's say, they're not trusting these crimps, and they say the old school knot is better. But believe me, if you don't know how to use them properly, I'll explain you in a sec how to use them properly. There's no need for the old knots. It saves you loads of time, and the rigs, after all, they're more tidy. For the weights, I have two weights in here. I have a dark matter from Corda, the classic putty, yeah, and then I have an alternative weight which is less messy, say like that at least. Is from ESP, the tungsten loaded beads. This one is 3 grams, I believe. Very good. Then to attach the bite, you have a couple of options. My favorite is the size 22 ring swivel, which you can attach the pop-up or the snowman with the bite fluff, or the screw in bite screw, they call. You just screw in your pop-up. I'll say my favorite is the ring swivel, because comparing to the screw, the disadvantage that it has, the screw, is that you can actually put a snowman, because you can only attach one bite to the screw. This is better because with the floss you can make it larger and make a snowman, or attach even 3 or 4 pieces. So that's why I opt in for this. Scissors, a lighter to end the knots, to bend the end knots. Pliers. Now, the controversy with Corda is when they sell you these crimps, they tell you it's absolutely imperial to request you to use the crimp tool. Well, I'm telling you, I don't want to sound disrespectful towards Corda, but any plier with croc style teeth will work absolutely fine. You don't need to pay an extra 13, 14, 15 pounds for the crimp tool. Sorry, Corda. Right, a knot puller, size 11 swivel to attach the boom link with the end of the stiff hinge, and an anti-dangle sleeve, and that's about it. So yeah, let's begin. First of all, I'm gonna cut a section from from my stiff rig material. Just find the end. It's a bit all messy. There we go. Just find the end. Don't go hard on it. You only need maybe that much. Let's say in centimeters, maybe 15 centimeters. I'm used to the metric system, by the way, guys. I know how to intuit the British measures, but I'll say this is like 6-inch maybe. I don't know. Right. Then in the end, we'll just make a simple granny knot over 10 knot. There's no need for a figure of 8 loop knot because it's more messy, and all the force that apply on the pulling, it applies in the end, you'll see now. So just a simple overhand granny knot. Always moisten your knot. And now what we'll do, we'll leave the loop to have enough space to pass the hook through. Yeah, so the loop is that big. You'll see after what I mean. Now we just simply tighten the knot. As you can see, this is a lovely material. It has memory, so if you bend it, it stays like that. Alright, now we'll cut the loose end and bend it just so it doesn't come off. Watch out when you bend your knots, always make sure you just bend the part that you meant to. Press gently a tiny bit. So this is the knot that I'm talking about. Yeah, just a simple overhand granny knot. Yeah. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flatten this side, the end of the knot, this side, so it can go through the hook eye. Yeah. And there we go. It's a bit difficult, this operation. There we go. I just managed to do it. So now it's nice and flat. Get our hook out of the pocket. What you want to do is introduce this end loop through the front end of the hook, yeah? After you flatten it out with the pliers, you introduce it like that, yeah? Very simple, yeah? Now what you want to do is attach the bite fixing system, which in this case is gonna be a ring swivel. That's the ring swivel attached, yeah? What we're gonna do after is simply pass the hook through the loop like that. There you have it, guys. One end of the rig is done. Being a memory line, a memory stiff material, you can always lower it up or pull it out, depends on your preferences where your boilie wants to sit, yeah? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish the other end, yeah? This is the end. So as I told you, when you want to change the hooks, you simply take the hook out of the knot and you put another hook, and that's it. Now the other side, I'm gonna touch first of all the crimp. Yeah, this is the crimp. I don't know if you can see it. It's very tiny. Run through one side, touch the size 11 swivel through the other side, and now as you can see, you can adapt the length of your final the final end of your rig. So this is what is gonna be sitting on top of the water. So if you want to make it larger, depends on the condition. With the water, I recommend to make it larger. In normal clear bottoms, you can make it as short as the knot, comes here, yeah? So I lost my swivel. There it is. Gonna touch the swivel through. Put the other end through. Yeah, I prefer this length. and the loop has to be quite short, this end loop, because if you make it larger, you lose strength. If you make it shorter like that, you have all the power in the world, and this is not gonna come off. Now what we're gonna do with the plier, we're gonna apply here in the crimp. I don't know if you can see how I should do it like that. Yeah, put it on the tip and simply press till it comes together. Then move the other half of the crimp, press till it comes together. Yeah, double it again just in case. Make sure it's pressed enough. And what I'm gonna show you now, I'm gonna give you more advantage. Obviously cut the loose end of the material, and now if you bend the left end, yeah, and you press it gently with the lighter, even if the crimp is gonna slip, it's never gonna come off, because that end prevents, because I bend that end, it makes like a stop, so it prevents coming off the crimp. Yeah, so it's a very secure manner of making it. And now simply I give it the shape, yeah, and it's gonna stay like water. In the water it's gonna sit just like this. See if you can touch, just like this on the bottom. Yeah, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna connect it. Well, now you can simply use it as a chod rig, or you can connect it to whatever material would you like. I prefer a boom material, yeah, fluorocarbon. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a piece of, let's say 25 centimeters, 8 inches, 9 inches. I like to have my my boom section fairly large. I'll say in between medium and large, because I normally fish with the water, so this will set on the bottom and follow the bottom, depends on if it's weedy or not, so it'll set nice and gently, and when the fish picks up the bite, it resets perfectly in the same position all the time. So yeah, again, crimp on one end, you're gonna make just a simple loop, and that loop you can attach it to your leader or to your main line. Yeah, again crimped. That's one end, yeah. Got the tag. Bend. Stop. Yeah, that's one end, and the other end we just attach it, another crimp, run it through the swivel. Yeah, run it through the other end of the crimp. Again, I think that's a decent size boom. Yeah, I'll say 20 centimeters. Make your loop short. And crimp again with the pliers. Cut party at the end. Burn. And yeah, that's it, guys. This is my rig now, optional, depends on the buoyancy of the pop-up or of the bite you're using. You like to add some weights to this, yeah. Normally, if you have a wafter, even works with a wafter, if you have a wafter, that'll be enough. It just sits like that, nice on the bottom. If not, what I do, always I attach tungsten bead, sorry. Now I should attach it before, but I forgot, so now I'm gonna try to attach it through the crimp. I've done it before, I hope it works this time. Yeah, it required a lot of force, but it worked. So yeah, that's my tungsten bead in there. And if your bite is super buoyant, like a cordless pop-up, you'll attach some tungsten putty in here. And I promise you guys, this rig is really, really good. Now, that's about the rigs. The session that I filmed about, we had another couple of fish. I had a little pasty about 6-7 pounds, and my friend Jesus, which you'll see him in a lot of my content. He's a Spanish fella. He's just beginning now with the carp fishing, and he's had his first ever mirror. In continuation, we'll show you the pictures, and guys, remember, subscribe, and if you like the content, you'll encourage me to do more. So that's how I know I'm doing the things right. So thank you very much, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.